And now it's my honor to invite Priya Dutt. Hi, Priya. Thank you so much for joining us today. And Priya is with us. She is the trustee of Nargis Dutt Foundation. And you're going to share a few words with us?
Yes, a few. Thank you so much. The Women Leadership Congress, thank you for having me here today. A bit about myself. I'm Priya Dutt, and I'm a trustee of Nargis Dutt Foundation. I've been a member of parliament for 10 years. 2014, I lost my election. So once I heard Dr. Michelle speak about women, I think I want to take it on from there, because I can say I'm quite an example here to be a woman in a man's world and having to, be my own person. And it has been a difficult journey, and that's what I would like to share with you today. I always give credit to parents, to how they condition their children. And, this goes for a man and a woman. I have never felt undermined being a woman or weak being a woman, because I wasn't conditioned that way. I was told since I was a child that I can do whatever I want to do. I'm able to do what I would like to do. So that thought in my head was never there, that I can't do this because I am a woman. So I think that is the seed that needs to be planted in a child right since they're babies. And that helped me a lot when I got into politics. And I got into politics not because of intent. I got into politics because, that is something which I had to do, and it was a choice I had to make. And it was a place where, it's a man's world out there. I think everyone sitting here knows that. And what Dr. Michelle very rightly said, yes, there is breach of trust many times during my tenure, and how I learned to deal with it. I could very well let it define me. I could very well say that, I can't do this anymore, or I am losing myself in it. I'm a very trusting person. I am a person who is maybe not people should be in politics. I'm, I think, too naive or too soft. That's what I'm told. But I never wanted to change myself, because that's what my job demanded. This is who I am. I'm proud of who I am, and I'm not going to change for anything. And I think once that went out, people started respecting me for it. So that is where the decision comes in. And that is when you decide what you want to do and how you want to take your life forward. Either you compromise, or either you say, no, I'm going to take that risk, but I am going to stand as who I am. And I think that helped me to really go through this for 10 years of my life. And I did not want even my profession to define me. Therefore, I know who I am inherently. I know I want to make a difference in society, in the world. I want to work for the people, and that's what gives me the joy and happiness, and I continue to do that. I continue to do that even today through the Nargis Dutt Foundation, which is a 37-year-old foundation started by my father, and we work on health and education. And I think our main focus is just this: focus on education and creating an awareness. That is where empowerment lies. When you talk about women empowerment, I feel there is nothing more empowering than knowledge, than awareness. I'll tell you a little story about a village in India, and there are a lot of places like this here. It's a tribal belt, and the children, especially the young girls, are brought up there knowing that they have to go into prostitution, because that is the only way of livelihood for that entire village. They are from the lower caste, men don't get jobs. So as the child reaches puberty, she's put into prostitution. And they are brought up feeling nothing really, that this is a way of life for them, and this is how it's going to be always. Till one day, one girl stood up and said, I won't do this. I want to study, I want to be educated. And with the help of an organization, that one girl left the village, went to a city and studied, and today she's an engineer. And she has become that spark of hope for that entire village and the girls of that village. So that is what knowledge does. That is how empowering knowledge is. Another incident of the work I do in a village in Palghar, of a young woman who all she did was work in the field or cut wood and sell it. She had no skill, she had no training. Till we went there and trained her just to how to sew, to make bags, to use a sewing machine. And today she's earning her own living and she's bought herself a sewing machine. That is what I call empowerment. So as a woman, if we just recognize our strength, we recognize who we are inherently, I don't think there is any such thing then of fighting for your rights. Because you are already empowered, we just don't recognize that. And that is the strength of a woman. Today, I'm very comfortable as a woman. I am very comfortable with my feminism. I'm very comfortable with my body. And I think we don't have to be like someone else. We don't have to try and compete with a man. Because the qualities we have, the man doesn't have. Who we are, the man can never be. So I think that is what we need to love ourselves for. And that is what being a woman is all about for me. I know everyone has their own perceptions of who we are and what a woman can do. But that is who I am, and I'm very, very happy to be a woman. I always say if I have to be born again, I want to be born a woman. And it's so special to be one. It is so special to be compassionate and nurturing and loving and caring. I think these are qualities, which we have to really, we have to realize how important it is for the world, not just for us or our family, I think, but for the world. And that's what we need. So thank you so much for having me here. Thank you for giving me this time and acknowledging my presence. Thank you.
Priya, thank you so much for sharing your story with us and for being vulnerable and telling us some of the things that are really inside you that can help us be stronger in ourselves, knowing that we're not alone in the battles, right?
Definitely.
I'd like to ask the very illustrious Arun Arora to join me to present to you something on behalf of the conference. So Dr. Arun Arora, please come up. He is a very important, integral support and part of everything that's happened in the World HRD Congress since I've known anything about the Congress. So thank you, Dr. Arora. And he's going to present you with this. I'm going to move over a little bit so we have room. This sari is part of Dr. Bhatia's effort for corporate social responsibility. He buys thousands of these from disabled workers here in Mumbai and has these beautiful saris made up to present to our guests. So if you do the honor. And now if you would also do us the honor